guys, it is Friday, May 10th, and I think spring is maybe finally here in Minnesota. What a difference a couple days make. 2 days ago, we had snow, and I have never seen snow in May. But luckily, everything, all my plants were in the greenhouse, so they were protected. But I'm getting ready to get them in into the garden. And so I just wanted to give a few tips about how to harden off your plants. And so if you're growing plants inside, or even if you buy them from a greenhouse, you don't just want to throw them in the ground because they haven't had time to acclimate to the outdoor weather. So you want to harden them off first. And it's a slow transition, but it's important because if you plant them outside and they're not used to it, they can be quite shocked and they can die. They're not used to the outdoor environment with the wind. They dry out quicker just with being in the outdoor air. And then, especially if they're grown inside, they're not used to the sun. So you can see I have my two greenhouses here and the sun's poking out. I like to set them outside in the morning, so I have my lettuce down here, and that's come up quite a bit in the last month. So I just like to set them out in the morning when the sun is not as bright for a few hours. And I know some people like to take a week or two to harden them off. I'm real low maintenance. I have never really had a problem with just a few hours a day for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days depending on the weather, and they've been fine. So just some tips: set them out for a few hours a day, keep them out of the wind. So I will open up these greenhouses so they get some wind, but you want to set them outside in a somewhat shaded area. They can have a light breeze that'll help strengthen up the stems, but you don't want to set them out on a real windy day. I keep a thermometer in here that shows temp and humidity, and then this is a wireless one, and so the receiver's inside, and I keep an eye on the temperature, and I like to start hardening them off when the temperatures outside are close to what I have in the greenhouse, so there's not a big extreme change for them, because then it's just too hard. So right now we should be above freezing in the 40s at night, and then during the day it's about 60, 70. So these guys have been out for, like I said, for a few hours this morning. These are all my tomatoes, and they've come up so much. They're about 2 months old, and they might look short, but I've transplanted them twice, and every time I transplant them, I transplant down to the first set of leaves. So you can see some of the stems are pretty thick, like pencil width. And so that's really important. That's going to make for a strong plant. So that is my update on the tomatoes and peppers and lettuce. And I have more tips on my website, thenorthernlilac.com, and I'll put that in the description. And hopefully I can get these planted in the garden soon, and I will keep updating. Thanks for watching.